Morning YouTube, CGL's New Jersey Collectibles here. Dad and I are on our way to the flea market, hoping for a good day. We got nice weather. It's a little cold, but not as cold as it's been in weeks past. And maybe we'll find some good stuff. See you guys at the flea market. All right guys, so we just got to the flea market. Looks like a little more vendors than usual. We're still not at that spring peak yet. I was hoping that with the weather being nicer, people were gonna show up. But we're gonna be out there, we're gonna be looking, we'll try to find whatever's good.
So anyway, I'm back in my old spot.
How much you got on this?
$4.
$4?
Yeah.
All right, I'll take that.
All right.
Look around. See what else. Here you go.
Out of 10.
Thank you.
All right, thanks.
You have a bag for this by any
Yes,
chance?
I do. That's real good.
Thank you.
$79. $30. Going for more and all banged up. This one's clean.
It's pretty nice.
A Redskin, that's the real name. What do you think?
Think about it. How much on this?
$5.
5?
Do it. Yo, I've never seen that like that.
Right? Like, I saw the front, I was like, oh, okay, this is like when it first came out, and then I just happened to go.
There you go. Thank you.
Still buying stuff or what?
Yeah. It was a really hard game. I know. Did they? I'm sure they did. They ported the arcade.
Guy in the red.
Right?
Guy in the red.
Maybe they did.
Bubba organized it.
How's it going? Good.
Those toolboxes filled with cars and action figures. We need a little toolbox to take around, you know, like a job. Almost like a small blank.
Excuse me? How much are the Batman toys?
Rodrigo, dame el precio del Batman.
These two guys.
¿Cuál Batman?
Eso.
That one is $20.
And this one also 20?
Yep.
Yeah,
Would you do 30 for both of them?
35.
35 for both.
You got any games?
Deal.
No games.
How's it going?
Good.
Wondering what you want on the Spider-Man Monopoly.
Spider-Man, $10.
10 bucks, I'll take it. And also you had the Hamburglar.
Yeah,
What do you want on that?
5.
Let's do that.
All
Do
right.
15. I showed them to you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Comics, those in the plastic and the binder, roughly about $10 a piece.
Good. I like it.
It's cool.
You have any more CDs or no?
I may, but we'll worry about that as we go. You can start with some DVDs now on the table, so whatever. You're gonna start here.
You want anything there?
I want to find. Oh, it's in the mix. I'll get it. I want to get the other toys. The rest of the. And, no, let's get some of these out of the way. I get it.
You guys,
This one, how much?
That one, $10.
No, I'll do it.
Found a couple now.
Keep looking. I'm gonna go back and look at something else.
I was thinking
That is our number, and we're gonna get your calls coming up.
Excuse me.
Yes.
You got 20. Would you do 15?
That's fine. Get your bag. I want $60. The name's in here. It's online. $120, $140. You know, I can put it online. I get my $60 online. The case has got to be worth $30 alone.
how much you want to offer that anyway?
That's the Trump one.
No, that's
I'll just do face value, $5.
$5?
Yep.
Okay. Here, I'll take it then.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
You too. Have a good one. So we're out here. We're finding a lot of stuff that you know, we don't normally see. A lot of stuff that I'm not familiar with what the price is, but the prices are good. People are willing to negotiate today, so having a good time. Picked up a couple nice items. We stopped at the car, dropped a couple stuff off. Now we're going for our second round, trying to see if we can find any leftovers. Oh, look at this. How's it going?
Isn't that weird? Another official Boy Scout item.
Yeah, might as well pull it out.
Connect 4.
Ask about it.
Yep, go ahead.
Excuse me, curious if you had a price on the sports games.
You know something? I think he wanted like $50 for all of them.
Okay.
Like if you wanted to take them all, I think he'd take $50.
Okay.
He's just pulling away now, so if you want to hang.
Yep. Yep. So we're waiting for the seller to come back. One of the guys behind the stand said, take all 4 board games for $50. So we inspect the board games, and after looking up some prices on eBay, I'm thinking that this is a great deal.
$50 for the. Did you have like 4 or 5 there?
Which ones?
The ones on the box.
Yeah, these guys here.
Yeah.
Wonder what you would do on all of them.
Total 50 for. How many are there?
I think there's 4. There's 2 on the bottom here.
How much did he tell you?
He said 50 for all of them.
I can do 40. That's it. I was gonna ask how much that for each one, but I can do. I'll take $40 whole.
That'll work. Thank you.
Yeah, I was asking how much you had, but okay. You know? Like I said, I'm not leaving you alone.
Thank you. Thanks. We will. So now after the seller came back and he looked at the deal, he heard that the guy said, take all 4 for $50. He was like genuinely upset. And instead of saying, no, the price is wrong, he said, well, how about you just do it? We'll do it for $40. So I was like kind of shocked. I was like, well, he looked upset at $50 and then he talked himself down to $40. I would have done the $50 deal. And then as I'm standing here watching Dad go through comic books, you can hear the 2 guys just having a full-on bloody argument over their whole lives. It was kind of funny, but it was also kind of awkward to have been standing there after the fact. But whatever the case is, they got to figure that out. I got my deal, $40, 4 board games, we're out. Excuse me, just curious on the Captain America.
Yeah, the Captain America for 20. It's really
20?
nice shape. You got the shield, the nose cone ain't all messed up. You got nice chromes, not all yellowing. I don't know if you know Korg, yeah, they all yellow.
Yeah.
That's in really nice shape, and that's a really nice shape. Well, that's 75, not a scratch on it. That's original.
75.
Yeah, that's the original Yellow Submarine, 1968. All there.
So you got, 75 and 20, 95. Would you do 85 for both? 10 off?
You know what, that sounds pretty darn fair to me.
It's okay. $1.25. That's pretty. That's really cool.
Yeah, that's. You're not gonna find that unless you get it in a box. You're not gonna find one that clean out there.
There's 80. Thank you.
Just put everything here in the middle. Then we're gonna use the boxes as a table, the good boxes. You know? The tables all around and the good boxes upside down. And the shitty boxes for garbage.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy.
All right, guys, so listen, just got back at the house and had some interesting buys today. I don't know if I've ever had a day at the flea market, at least not since this channel has been created, where there was so much diversity in the things that I was buying. I mean, it was musical related items, it was toys, it was comics, it was random stuff also. I bought some completely random items today. That's okay. I mean, that's really cool. At the end of the day, I made some great purchases. Dad made some great purchases. I made a few bad ones that I'll just talk about quickly before I get into all the good stuff. But it's gonna happen. I mean, you know, you can't hit a home run on everything. And worst case scenario, I made a lateral move. But I enjoy days like this because today I bought stuff that I didn't think I was gonna wake up and find. I didn't think I was gonna see it, and then when I saw it, I wasn't even sure if I was gonna buy it. And then I would look at it, I'd think about it, I'd be like, you know what? If it's the right price, I'll go ahead and I'll buy it. And came away with some really, really, really cool items today. So hope you enjoy the recap. We'll turn the camera around and check out all the items. Also, for those of you that are on social media, particularly Instagram, I do have a Instagram page that I have not posted on for a very long time, but I am now revitalizing the page. I'm going to start using it, and I'm going to start using it so you can see things that I'm not going to post here on YouTube. So they're just going to be stuff while I'm out at the flea market, or stuff that I come across on a daily basis, or stuff that I pull out of my collection, or just even talking points. So it's going to be more of an interactive day-to-day thing. Whereas, you know, obviously the YouTube channel is we do the flea markets and we do the buying and the selling and everything like that. So if you're interested in the Instagram page, the link is down in the description. I am going to start posting now much more often. And so if you're on Instagram and you're not followed, please go and follow. And even if you don't have an Instagram, go ahead and make one and check out my page. Really appreciate it. And let me know, send me a message that you're coming from YouTube. Leave a comment that you're here from YouTube. Let me know that you're coming here to the Instagram page from the YouTube channel. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate it. All right, so let's just get the bad purchase out of the way. And it wasn't really a bad purchase. It just wasn't a good purchase is all it was. I bought 2 of these Batman, I guess you'd call them like statue displays or something like that. They are in the box, and the other one I left in it's still in my dad's car from before, but it was basically it's the same kind of Batman, except he has like his light blue kind of 70s 80s outfit. Reason I bought it is because the guys had just showed up, looked like they were just pulling stuff out of their truck. They were pulling stuff out, and this was kind of just leaning up against the truck. It was 2 Batman boxes. You know, they're in the box. The boxes aren't destroyed or anything. They're a little dirty, but clean them up. And I figured they might be worth anywhere from 25 to 30 bucks a piece. I didn't know what they were exactly. So the guy said 40 for both. I said 30. He said 35. Shook hands on it, but it turns out after I checked them out on eBay, these are only going for about $10 to $20 on eBay. So, you know, it's not really what I expected them to be, and so it's not a great purchase. But that's okay, because that was the only really poor purchase of the day. The rest of them more than make up for it. I bought this. Capricorn Records presents the Swing Time Record Story, and I bought this for a couple reasons. One, because Ray Charles is on the cover. He's taken the front and center. I'm a big Ray Charles fan. Low Fulson, Jimmy Witherspoon. I'm not too sure about Jimmy Witherspoon, but I know the song Ain't Nobody's Business. And then you got names down here like Big Joe Turner, Charles Brown, and Percy Mayfield. So a lot of guys that I'm familiar with here. I don't know if this is really going to be a resell item. It's, you know, it's R&B, blues, and gospel from the mid-40s to the early 50s. So that's really a great era of music. And I didn't get to read all the titles back here. But let's see. Where's the Ray Charles music at? Can't see it all. I can't find it off the top. Oh, here we go. Lonely Boy. A lot of the, I mean, most of these songs never heard of before. So Someday by Ray Charles. I think I know that one. But super cool. I love this stuff. I love the display. I mean, it looks like it's out of the 50s, you know, obviously they made these later, but just the art design and everything, it's really cool. So super cool item. I'm glad to add that one to my collection. And this is one of those weird items I was talking about. I know this is not something that's normally featured on the channel, and no, don't expect to see more stuff like this. But I found this official Boy Scout signal set, and it's kind of like the Morse code signal set. I personally don't know Morse code that well. I was not a Boy Scout, so I don't know too much about these in particular, but why I was just gravitated towards it was just the fact that it was boxed, and you know, it just looks like a nice display piece. I mean, especially if you were in the Boy Scouts and you ever used this at one point, you know, this would be so cool to have just sitting on like your shelf in your living room or in your bedroom or in your man cave, anywhere. I mean, this is just a cool little item, and I think I forgot what I actually paid for it, even though it was only a couple hours ago, but I think I paid $5 for it, or maybe 4. Was it 4 or 5? I don't know, but I'm happy with it. I think it's cool, and I think it'll resell at a good price. So this is something that my dad had purchased. My dad got this entire lot of stuff here, DVDs and comic books, for a total of $10. Secret Agent, aka Danger Man, set 1, 2 DVDs, volume 1 and 2, sealed. Obviously sealed DVDs are great, especially shows that, you know, you can't always catch on television, like this one. So that's super cool. And then these comics were also a part of the $10 bundle. Got that Weird Science. My dad kind of rescued these because they were just kind of thrown in a plastic bin, and anybody that's hunts comics at the flea market knows, you know, when you just got guys that are throwing stuff in plastic bins, no organization whatsoever, no care for the item, you know, usually the condition is pretty beat. And I can't tell exactly what kind of condition these are in, but I'm guessing if you took off this bag, I bet the comic would look a lot nicer. Let's just do it for the heck of it. Let's see what this comic really looks like when you take this crappy bag off. I mean, this bag, it feels nasty, and it looks terrible. And oh my god, this is disgusting. Let's see. The tape doesn't even want to come off. Oh, my hands are getting disgusting. I'm gonna have to wash them before I even touch this comic again. All right, let's pull it out nice and gentle. Look at that. I mean, it doesn't look that bad. It really doesn't look that bad. The bag is disgusting. It's disgusting on all of these comics. I'm gonna move this just so it doesn't touch the bag. So the bags are gross, but the comics aren't that bad. And we got a couple more gross bags. So a couple Defenders comics. How many we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 comic books, plus the DVDs, for a grand total of $10. That's not a bad deal in my opinion, guys. And then Dad made another $10 purchase. These 10 comics were also $10. They were $1 a piece. So we'll see what he got here. A couple Uncanny X-Men's, 210 and 211. Shazam. Jay and Silent Bob, 4 of 4. We got this Jay and Silent Bob, 3 of 4. And Ultimate Spider-Man, Death of a Goblin was like a graphic novel. Yeah, graphic novel kind of thing. It's cool. Incredible Hulk, 371. Doctor Strange and Namor on the cover. The Dark Hulk, interesting. That was 371. This one's 370. Looks like connecting stories there. Another graphic novel, Flash and Green Lantern, The Brave and the Bold. And pulled out, it's really rough shape, but pulled out this 20-cent The Savage Submariner number 69 with featuring Spider-Man. It's pretty beat. Got that big bend in it, but we rescued it. So there we go. All right, another random item that I pulled out with today is the Doctor Who Yahtzee game. To be honest, I never watched an episode of Doctor Who in my life. I know the show, and I know some of the things that, like, those robots and stuff that are featured on the show, and obviously I know the phone booth or the police call box stood out to me. I know right away. But the guy was asking 20 bucks for it, so I saw the $20 price sticker. We walked away. I looked it up online, and they were selling online for anywhere between 35 and 40 bucks. So I went back. I asked if he would take 15 for it. He said fair deal, and I took it home. So I think that's a good buy. It's not something that I collect, so I won't feel bad when I let it go. But if you like it, check it out on my eBay page and give it a good home. And then just before we also bought the big sports board game kind of things, the electric sport games. I can't show them in the video because they're too big to get in my basement, so we're just kind of leaving them in the car in the meantime. But I'll update you guys on those. I think I couldn't do a ton of research in the moment, but I think that those are really good buys. I bought those four sports games for $40, $10 a piece, and there was some controversy when I purchased them because it was really weird. The guy who wasn't running the stand said that I think the owner wants $50 for all four of them, and I thought that was a pretty good price. I was gonna pay the guy as soon as he got there. The owner shows up. He said, "What did he tell you?" And I said, "Well, he said $50 for all of them." And he said, and he turned to the guy. He was like, "Why did you offer him that? Like, that is so incredibly low." And then he said, the weird part was, then he said, "All right, how about you give me 40 for all of them?" And I was like, "Okay, sure." And I couldn't get the money out fast enough, so I gave the guy the $40 for the 4 board games, 10 bucks a piece, and he was pissed. And I was like, I'm thinking to myself, well, if the original offer was too low, I mean, you could have taken it back and said, no, that offer wasn't right. This guy, he doesn't know what he's talking about. But instead, he lowered the price, and then the two guys were fighting as I walked away about how I heard him say, "Can you believe I bought a house with this mother effer?" and just destroying this guy. I think it was kind of funny, and I'm sorry if I caused any controversy, but yeah, that happened. It was interesting buying those. All right, we're gonna get down here. We're gonna get down low. Check out this Corgi Captain America rocket car, 1979. It's super cool, and this was kind of the last. These two items here were the last purchases of the day. Kind of just walking out. I forgot what the guy had said 20 for this, and we settled on 15. I think that's super nice, and it is nice that it does have the shield on it. You know, that's always missing. And then the big purchase of the day was the Beatles Yellow Submarine. The guy had originally said, what did he originally say? I don't even remember. I paid 85 for the both, so 50 minus 15. Got this for 70, so I think he said 75 for this originally, and then I asked him if he could take 10 off the purchase, so it was basically like 5 off each of these. And this thing, it's just so nice. See the telescopes up here, they turn, the guys do pop out, the whole band. You have the little propeller in the back, and that's just super cool. I don't know what else, if this is supposed to come with anything else. I don't think so. It was made in Britain. Super cool purchase. And you know, what do I think it's worth? I think it's worth about what I paid for it. Maybe it's worth about anywhere from 60 to 80, maybe a little bit more. But But that's not the point of something like this. The point of something like this, guys, is that this is rare merchandise. This is a, you know, this is a really high quality item, and I'll pay up a little bit more for quality, even if it doesn't mean I can turn an immediate profit on it. I'm not going to flip something like this right away. You know, it's not going to fly off my shelf. I'm going to put it up on my eBay for a high asking price, and I'm just going to leave it there. Like, I don't care if anybody buys it. And if somebody buys it at my price, fair game. You know, you want to pay up for it, I'll sell it to you. But honestly, I'd much rather hold on to it and just let it play out. And stuff like this is just harder and harder to find. You know, every year the pile of this stuff gets smaller, whether a kid grabs one off dad's shelf and smashes it, whether it gets lost in a fire, God forbid, or whether it gets stolen. You know, they're not making any more of these. Every year the number of these just shrink down and down. So I'm glad that I have one in my collection. I do love collecting corgi stuff, and I think it's just a really nice piece, and so I'm happy with the price. I think it's fair. And overall, I'm going to say that was a great day at the flea market. Guys, let me know what you think. Please follow my Instagram page if you're on Instagram, and leave your likes and comments down below. Let me know what you think about the purchases, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. See ya.